Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn on how we can actually show in Power BI the top 5 profitable companies, and we can also show the worst performing companies like the bottom 5 and so on. So let's get started. So in this particular file we do have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different columns, whereby the first column is about the company code, and then we have the subsidiaries name, the service, what is the service and so on, and then we also have the revenue and also expenses. So what I want to show to my manager is I want to show the top 5 performing subsidiaries, and we can also show the bottom 5 performing subsidiaries. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Power BI and I'm going to click on blank report. So what I need to do is the first step is I need to import data from Excel. You can click it over here, or you can also click from here, or even from here also can. So what I want to do is I need to import the data set, because based on the data only I can actually tabulate into any interesting visual. So I click it over here. You will notice that a box will appear. So the thing is, you need to know what is your file name and where you save. Do you save in your downloads? Do you save in your documents? Do you save in your desktop? So in this case, I save in my documents, under documents, and in this particular file, 23rd November. So I'm going to press open. Once I press open, you will notice a box will appear. So I'm going to just tick the worksheet. So basically my worksheet name is raw data. I'm going to tick it over here and I'll click transform data. So I'll click transform data. You will notice that it will be navigated to Power Query Editor. So yes, we do have 5 columns. I want to know whether the company is making profit and loss. So what I do is I just have to select this column revenue followed by expenses. So because I want to deduct, I want to minus. Basically profit is basically a formula of revenue minus expenses. So I need to just go to the add column. Under add column, what I need to do is I need to click on the standard. I click on the standard and I press subtract. So I select, if you notice, I select the revenue column followed by selecting the expense column. So when I press subtract, so the revenue minus expenses, whether you'll get profit or loss. So profit means it's a positive numbers, loss making means will be negative numbers. So I'll just rename this as profit / open bracket loss, close bracket, enter. So now profit loss. Next is I want to know whether the status is profit or loss, because sometimes we don't want to just show the figures, we want to show the status. So we can actually go to add column, and under that we can actually choose conditional column. I click over here, you will notice that a box will appear. So under this conditional column, what I will do is I'll rename this as status, and under the status, what I'll do is I'll just put here profit loss. So if you just say greater than 0, because if you just say greater than 0, then I'll name it as profit. Okay, so greater than 0, I'll put here as profit. If just say the profit loss column is actually greater than 0, it is profit. Otherwise, I'll put here loss. And then I press OK. So now we do have this. I click ABC 1 2 3 and I'll just change it to text because this is what I want. And then I'll go to home. So home, close and apply, because I want to go back to the Power BI. So this is where I'll just create a visual to show to my manager what are the top 5 profitable companies. In this case, what I'll do is I'll use a simple visual like a table. So over here there's a visual table. So I click it over here. So we have this visual. I expand the raw data. What I need to do is I need to tick the subsidiaries name, and then I'll just tick the profit and loss. So right now, if just say I expand over here, you will see that okay, we do have the subsidiaries, we do have the profit or loss. What I want to do is I want to actually filter this. I want to actually show the top 5 profitable companies. So how to show top 5 profitable companies? Well, I'll just go to the subsidiaries name, because here we do have a filter pane. So under the filter pane, I expand the subsidiaries name. I don't want to show all, basically. I will just show here top, and we have like top n. So up to you whether you want to show top 5 or bottom 5. So I want to show to my manager top 5. So I put here number 5. But then if you notice carefully, I'm not able to click apply filter. Why? Because where there's no data field. So basically you want to know top 5 by revenue or top 5 by profit. So what I do is I need to tarik or we drag it. That means we select this, we drag, put it over here, and then we press apply filter. And just like that, you are able to actually know what are the top 5 companies. The next thing is I want to show some data bar. So I just drag one more time over here. So now we have 2, but I want to show here data bar. So what I'll do is I'll just make a tweak, show value as % of grand total. Then if I want to show the data bar, I go to format your visual, click it over here. We do have cell elements. So here I want to create a data bar in this particular area. So I click it over here and use this percentage GT sum of profit because this particular header. So I click it this and I just turn on for the data bar, and just like that, here you go. But of course, when we present a reporting, our manager will make comment. Like you see here, we have the data bar, but we don't want the labels because sometimes it looks so confusing. So how we want to remove the label? Just like how Excel in conditional formatting, where we can only show bar only, we can do the same thing. We can click this FX over here, click it over here, and I can actually choose show bar only. And of course you can choose the coloring. So if you don't like blue color, you want to choose green color, you can go to more colors and you can just play around here, and then you can choose the green color you want. So I'm going to choose this, I'm going to click here, and I'm going to press OK. So just like that, now this is our data. But if just say you want to increase the size, so to increase the size, if you notice, if I want to increase the size, it's not about playing around with my visual. Instead, I need to actually go to the values section over here, and then you can increase whether you want 15 or you want 20, up to you. Okay, so whether you want to increase to 15 or 20, that is up to you. So in this case, I want to put it as 18. And if just say you want to increase the header as well, so you go to column header, and instead of 10, you can also put here 18. So now it looks bigger. But then what if just say I want to change the formatting? So you can actually go to style preset. Okay, style preset is where you can change the formatting of the table, the layout, the style of the table. Whether you want to choose none, whether you want to choose minimal, whether you want to choose alternating rows, whether you want to choose flashy rows, whether you want to choose sparse, it's up to you. Okay, basically it is up to you. But how if just say I want to change the name, like here I want to put top 5 subsidiaries, and here I want to put like a profit, and then here I want to put the performance. So you want to change name, you need to go to add data to your visual, and then you just double click over here. So you double click over here. So here I want to put the top 5 subsidiaries. Okay, top 5 subsidiaries, or the better English will be top 5 profitable subsidiaries. So now my English is better, top 5 profitable subsidiaries. Here also I can just put here, that means the profit, and whether it's in RM or in USD. So here is the data, and then over here I can double click. I just want to change this to performance. Okay, so now this is our reporting. But if just say you want to make it into a accounting format, well, what you can do is you can just click this profit over here. We click this, we click on the word, and we can click on the comma over here. If you notice carefully, there is a comma over here. So we click on the comma, then you will notice that we will have 1,000 separator. So this will actually help us for our manager to actually understand this accounting format, because sometimes in accounting we need to have the 1,000 separator, and up to you if you want to make 2 decimal places and so on. So that is actually up to you actually. So what I will do is I'll do a final cosmetic whereby I want to make it as center aligned. So I go to column header and I click on center align. So there you go. You can actually do the same thing to actually show the bottom 5 worst performing subsidiaries. So what I'll do is I'll just copy and paste. Okay, so here we have another thing. So in this case, instead of just showing that top 5 profitable companies, what I'll do is I'll just click here and I'll click here bottom. and apply filter. So now we do have this, and if just say you want to put red color, you can actually go where you can go to the cell elements over here. So cell elements is just now where we do the coloring. So I'm going to click this, I put here performance, and this time I want to change to red color. So I'm going to change to red color, and I'm going to press OK. So now it shows red color. So it depends on you if you want to sort actually from the worst performing and so on. So you can just change the name. So I'll just put here bottom 5 loss subsidiaries, and over here it will be this time instead of profit you can just rename this as loss. Okay, so now you just say sometimes in accounting we want the number to have bracket. So what you can do is you can actually go to this model view over here. So under model view you just select this profit loss. So instead of formatting as a whole number, so properties pane is where we can format the data. So we go to this data type, we scroll down. Okay, so here I just click here, I scroll down, I go to custom, and then after that over here we have a custom format. So I don't want the decimal places, I don't want the comma. So what I can do is I'll just put hashtag comma 0 semicolon open bracket hashtag comma 0 and close bracket. So what you will see here, you will have a positive number and a negative number. The semicolon is what will separate. So this is positive, this is negative. Negative means we'll have bracket. Why hashtag? Hashtag represents number. Why comma? Comma represents thousand separator. So now when I go to my report view, you will notice now this is how it looks. So we have a bottom 5, we have profitable, and if just say, because sometimes when you present to manager, just say I click over here, this data you notice we have total. So you just say you don't want the total. What you can actually do is over here you go to totals and you can just off the total. So now your manager can understand, okay, this one here is basically the top 5 profitable subsidiaries, and it is a profit, it is a lot of performance over here. Here also I don't want to see the total because it's like sometimes confusing depending on the manager actually. So I just click over here. So here we can understand. So in this given data set, what we can understand is we can actually turn a data into a fascinating visual in Power BI.